Greetings and good morning. It is a wet start to our day 87 and also a late start, at least for us. We took a 0 yesterday to shelter from the weather in a hotel, and I'm glad we did because it rained and rained and rained all day long. And I'm not, hiking in the rain doesn't bother me, but when I've got wet gear and it's going to be wet for a couple days, I try to avoid that situation. But it should be okay today. I'd say our feet are going to get wet pretty quick, but there may be a little bit of chance of rain later today, but I think we're okay. Nothing that's going to come down in buckets, I hope. Never know. But our goal today is to try to get shelter about 14-15 miles from here. We'll see how it goes. It was hard to get back on trail today. The hotel vortex definitely was strong this morning, and it was hard to get going. But we're out here and we're hiking. So I grew up watching Bugs Bunny as a child, and the Mason-Dixon line brings back a memory of Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny going at it. Yosemite Sam was a Confederate general, I think, and Bugs Bunny was a Union soldier. And for some reason, this sticks in my mind about Yosemite Sam was chasing Bugs Bunny, and his momentum carries him into across the Mason-Dixon line, and Yosemite Sam says, "Dad blast it, my boots have touched Yankee soil. Now I'm gonna have to burn my boots." Anyway, that's what was going through my mind. It's kind of funny. I think that's just kind of how my mind works. Dad blast it, my boots have touched Yankee soil. Gonna have to burn my boots. I'm not gonna burn my trail runners. So we're just starting out, and our feet are now wet from the grass and occasional puddle here and there. We've been hearing this stream as we're coming down the hill, and I'm thinking, oh dear, I sure hope there's a bridge. Thank goodness there's a bridge, because this would not have been fun crossing. Trail's a creek this morning. I can rock hop some of it, but I think I'm going to get wet feet. It's just not an Appalachian trail today. It's an Appalachian creek. It did rain a lot yesterday. I mean, a lot. And it was raining up until about, 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. And I don't mean a light drizzle. I mean, it was raining. That's a lot of water that came down. So a little update on some of my gear. I found a small hole in the roof of my tent, and I couldn't figure out how in the world it got there. So I was able to put a little bit of tenacious tape on it to try to see if I can keep it from leaking or getting to be a worse hole, a bigger hole. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't resupply any food. I think I've got enough food to get us to our next resupply point. And let's see what else. I made some travel arrangements that I'm gonna have to make here in a couple weeks. Got all that taken care of. So that was good. Get that out of the way. And let's see, what else did we take care of yesterday? Of course, we ate good. I ate several thousand calories, including 3 milkshakes. When you're burning this kind of calories during the day, it enables you to enjoy some milkshakes. All right, let me get back to the creek. I am so thankful for these bridges. Of course, my shoes are wet anyway, but this water's moving pretty quick. We just had some really nice trail magic from the Kentucky Krew. It's been a long time since we had some trail magic, so it was especially appreciated. Thank you very much, Kentucky Krew. We really enjoyed that trail magic. I'll put a picture right after this video. We're back on the Appalachian Creek. Some of the major creeks and streams. Wow, there's so much water coming down them. It's a lot of water. So we've got a little dilemma we're trying to figure out. It's supposed to rain a little bit tonight, so we were kind of planning on staying in a shelter. And now we know that the shelter we're going to, a whole bunch of other people are going to the same shelter. And they're ahead of us. So it's, there might be enough room in that shelter for us. Might not. We're trying to decide what our other options are. I don't mind tenting. I guess we'll see when we get there in about 7 miles. Well, I would go check out Chimney Rocks, but we're in the clouds. There's not going to be any view up there. All right, so we got to the shelter and there were already 5 people there, and it was going to be kind of a tight fit, and we've decided we're going to push on, maybe see about a cheap hostel in the next stop. It's about 3 miles, so go check it out. They're offering free meals on Wednesdays, so we'll go see how this plays out. Well, you're not going to believe where I am. We like I said in the last video clip, we decided against staying in the shelter. It was just going to be kind of a tight fit, and so we moseyed on to Fayetteville, and we found ourselves at this this hostel that this church is running as part of their ministry. And first I was going, I don't know, Philly, I don't know, but it turned out to be great. They've got a really nice room. And we got here, there was already a hiker here we knew, so it was really nice to see her. And they fed us a delicious meal. I think they only do it on Wednesday, but it was delicious. The strawberry dessert, especially good. So this is, and it is really cheap, so it's going to work out really good to get out of the rain, and we don't have a damp, wet gear in the night. I mean, it's not raining, but it's damp. Anyway. We'll hit it early tomorrow morning. It was an 18-mile day, and we made it to where the Appalachian Trail crosses the road just east of, I think east of Fayetteville. I think that's mile 1085.5. So I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and we'll be, I think we're going to hit it bright and early in the morning and wait and see. If it's raining, we might delay a little bit. So anyway, hope you have a terrific evening. Good night.